whoever the Y man is, it's not known if it's an enemy or an ally. More than that, what is it actually communicating? Not even more known for the fact. Especially the fact that the Y man cannot possibly have lived for 3,700 years. But to repetrify himself and then do all this, even that sounds a bit far-fetched. So the angry anime fan, the despair viewer, chapter 96 here. Only 4 left to 100. And then the Chrome demands to know what happens as suddenly Senku just asks, "Are you the mastermind behind the petrification?" We finally meet. However, he of course do not see the answer to that question. Later on, the rest of the village are a little bit worried about what they have heard. So the Kingdom of Science strategy room, which is actually a gathering of the gathering of the strategics, so to speak, of the best in the kingdom. Yo for his super ears and modern society of Sonar and Arrow. Senku because, well, he is beyond intelligence. Ryusu because he has seafaring experience. Ashigiru Gen because, well, he's a smooth talker. And, well, Chrome. I don't really know what Chrome is there. Even Kwaku asks that question herself. I guess it's because, well, he's the most curious. Either way, they begin to recount what has happened up until this point. Some time ago, 3,700 years ago, petrification of the entire human race happened. Until Senku managed to unpetrify himself due to some situations. They called the man the Y-Man. So, but they also agreed that man could not have kept living for 3,700 years. So maybe he petrified themselves as well. So, but Chrome just wondered, isn't it possible it could be friendly, but then it could be enemy? However, Ashigiru again points out that they stopped Morse coding after Senku did the taunting. So in essence they're an invisible enemy. So Senku detects to do a new science inventation while everything else. First he makes a glass, or fetches a glass. So and says they're gonna see it through that. So he gathers the power team, which is Kohaku, Nikki, Taiyu and Magma, to crush a certain mineral to dust, and indeed they does that pretty quickly. He then pours it after it dissolves in water, and then it comes the usual crafting, big vacuum, and then they place it on the switch on and create an electron-like beam, which is basically when the vacuum tube is evenly heated, the rush of heated electrons are sped up by the electrode, and fluorescent light up. It's the birth of a display screen. Then Jo is actually pointing out something that I think a reviewer pointed out some time ago, and that's the fact that he's going crazy because he can make so many complicated things. Actually, someone actually pointed out, how can Senku do all these things? It was just in high school. And that's just the thing, people. That's the comedy. He can do this because he was in high school. He was smarter than a lot of kids his age. But he still was just a teenager. So he just had to finish high school. It's just the simple comedy of it all. You just have to do that. So Senku mentions when the dot starts rolling around, it will form an image. And precise speeds, you can even create a TV of some sort. So, and now he's gonna fetch a certain magic stone. And that is a crystal that, together with if they send the electronics through the crystal plate and shakes and create a ridiculous constant tempo. And the electric waves that are made is, as he says, magically beautiful crystal constant shaking. And it creates an image on the screen, similar to a TV. However, that's not exactly the TV that they are creating. So the final touch is a longitudinal curve, and once they hook up the radio antenna on the longitude sandwich from before, it creates a change of it all. And for this one moment, you manage to actually detect what it is, and seeing that he was a submarine man. And he's even saying, it was awful for me, the Sonar man, who is not able to recognize it. They have actually managed to create a radar, a modern radar that will detect them. That's what Senku mean by detecting an invincible enemy, because a radar can actually pick up the waves of it all. That is Ukyo's specialty. And yeah, Ukyo was the man on the council. I said his name wrong if I said Yo. And according to him, if they change the antenna at the access point to a mic, they will be able to sonar in the water, which is Ukyo's specialty, which with GPS, radar and sonar, that is becoming a proper science vessel. And that is why Senku has always said that humanity's greatest weapon has always been telecommunication. And with this, he will be able to detect the enemy, whatever the man is in the land or in the sea. They're able to detect the moving Y, and also slowly get the revelation of the involvement. And then suddenly Krone detects something that is zigzagging between mountains, which Ukyo and Senku recognizes, seeing that there's gonna be a crazy long voyage. Even if they have bread that won't rot instantly, they do need fresh food. And with that, they have fish detections and gathers a large amount of fish. I thought the gang got tired of eating fish, considering everything that happened. But with radar and soning, they can now detect the sea-faring creatures a lot more easier than before, meaning that now fishing has never been easier than it has been now. Indeed, science innovations that Senku invented has really been a bit outrageous, but it's so fun to see. The Y-Man, whatever he is, or whatever if it is even a he, is definitely someone who knows about the petrification. The question is, though, if this is a man who petrified themselves and then re-emerged after so many years, then how was that person able to create telecommunication? I guess the answer to that question is similar to Senku. That Y-Man must be a prodigy in science, even if it would have taken a very long time. Still though, one wonders, is the enemy an enemy for 3,700 years ago that somehow found a way to preserve himself or themselves, or is it descendants from those who really did it? Either way, we are soon gonna head off to the mystery of the Y-Man. But first, a sonar, new fishing, as they are getting more and more closer to the seafaring thing. All that is left is to finish the boat and then gather the team. Give me your thoughts if you have any.